Welcome right here at the one and only Metroflex Gym in Plano, Texas. How are you doing today?
Good.
Awesome, man. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Evan Condry, and I'm 17.
You're 17 years old.
16. Start over.
Okay. So you're 16 going on to
16,
17, right?
Yeah, just 16.
Well, you're pretty big for 16. How tall are you and what's your weight?
6'4".
6'4", and what's your body weight, if you don't mind me asking?
340.
340? Wow. So 6'4", 340 pounds at 16 going to 17. That's pretty impressive. And also on top of that, you're not just only big, but you're also strong as hell for your age too.
Thank you. Yes,
So
sir.
really good stuff. And hopefully once you keep working your butt off, keep kicking ass in training, you can also not only qualify for nationals, get a pro card, and hopefully get invited to World's Strongest Man sometime.
Yeah,
Or
hopefully
sometime in the near future. So hey, let's keep it up. So moving forward, let's talk about your latest competition and also one of your best competitions from the beginning to end, how it went overall, and we'll just go from there.
Yeah. So my latest competition was the Ronnie Coleman Classic. It was in Fort Worth.
Okay.
I don't remember where it was, in the Roundup Inn.
Roundup in, okay.
And I placed 15th in that, and I did really badly in that one. I really disappointed myself in that. And it was just a combination of I had been sick earlier that week, and being sick right before a competition is always the worst.
Right.
And yeah, it was an unimpressive performance, and I wasn't happy with it. But I also did my first competition, which was a sanctioned event, was the Celtic Clash in Sherman, Texas, and it was at a Celtic festival.
Okay.
And that one was more. I placed second in that in the novice division.
Oh wow.
And that one was I did a lot better. The lead up to it was a lot better. I was feeling good that day. Just all the cards aligned so that I did well.
Gotcha.
And I overall felt pretty good.
That's pretty awesome, man. And also the thing with Strongman, usually at most people's first competition, they usually don't start well, but the more they actually start competing, the better they're going to get, and also the better of a placing they'll get, and also a higher of a chance they'll be able to get a qualifying spot for nationals, and also with more experience on top of that, you get a pro card. And I actually just want to take it back to the Ronnie Coleman Classic, if that's where it was, or the one in Fort Worth. So with that being said, that was your first time competing, and also you're the youngest guy in the group, and competing against other guys that are just stronger and more experienced than you were. Well, still gotta give yourself a pat on the back, because that was not only your first competition, but you're also the youngest in the group. And weren't you in the open or the novice?
I was in the novice class.
Gotcha. But that was your first time competing too, not that much experience at the time. But after the competition, I've seen that you're getting better, stronger, more agile. You've been gaining more muscle mass on top of that. And also at 16 years old, 340 pounds of actually muscle. Most high schoolers can't even achieve that type of muscle mass. And most of them are not even near 230. And also you're not only big, but you're also strong and athletic too. And you're still growing.
Thank you.
So definitely something to be proud of. And also luckily you definitely have a bright future ahead of you. So let's keep it up where you can actually be the youngest guy here in America to get a pro card.
That is a hope.
We'll go for that. If you make it at 19 years old, you'll be the youngest in the country to ever get a pro card.
I've been
and the only team to do so.
The youngest right now is 23.
Oh wow.
So just shooting for that youngest goal. If I don't make it and I still get my pro card and still do stuff I want to do, that's still good,
Yeah. In worst case scenario, you'll still be a really young lad getting a pro card and still have plenty of experience on top of that. So that is definitely something proud to achieve for sure. And imagine with the type of strength you have at almost 17 years old, imagine how much stronger you'll be at 25 if sticking with it, and you will be an absolute freaking monster. You could be close to being the next Brian Shaw, if you think about it. Hopefully. And also you're still you're not even at your full height either. And most men, they stop growing at 21. So you could be 6'5", 6'6" in the next 2 years. So impressive stuff. Just keep eating that beef, keep eating that rice, keep eating that chicken. You'll definitely get there for sure. All right, and moving forward, what's the name of the next competition you're going to be competing in?
Cowtown and Fort Worth. It's the regional. It's the Southwest Regionals.
Oh, nice.
For this area.
So with Cowtown, I believe like if you take top 3, you qualify for nationals. If you take top 2, you qualify for the Arnold, and the top 1, you'll just get like a pro card. So, and aren't you competing in like novice or open for that one?
I'm competing in open because there's no novice class.
Oh, nice.
This is going to be my first open competition. This competition, I'm not exactly going for the win. I'm going to shoot as hard as I can and try as hard as I can to win.
Yes,
but
that's all you can do. But never like sell yourself short. Just say, oh, I'm able to take top 3, top 4. No, go your absolute 100% best to go for the win, and that's how you know you can get the placing you're wanting to be. So hey, just keep doing good, keep doing you. And also, let's talk about your current strength. So while preparing for Cowtowns, I've seen you deadlift, what, 630, 650?
I did 630 earlier today, just now.
Oh, that's awesome.
On the silver dollar.
Man, I'm even 17 years old yet, and already deadlifting 630 pounds.
Yeah. My best ever was 700, so.
Hell yeah. Oh, let's keep it up. Hey, maybe when you turn 18, you can get up to like 800. Let's get
Hopefully. It's trying to get that 800, 900 range.
And you'll definitely be the world's strongest teenager for sure. So hey, let's keep it up, buddy.
Hopefully.
All right, so now let's move on to the first important question. What is it that you like about Strongman?
I love the community of Strongman. Majority of people in Strongman are going to be supportive of everybody who wants to be in the sport. It's a very inclusive community, and like nobody is left out of Strongman unless you're just a not very kind person. And that is really the only kind of person who feels left out after going to Strongman.
Right.
And that is my favorite part. It's the community and the acceptingness of it.
Yeah, and also like no matter like what level you are, we're all accepting to like anyone, no matter like what background, what level. We invite everyone to come to Strongman just to try it out, especially when it's like now like a growing sport, which I'm really pleased about. And also the whole point of my YouTube channel is to grow the sport of Strongman, making it mainstream like the NFL and NBA someday. And I'm using this YouTube platform to as a way to help grow the sport. But of course, it's not going to only take my YouTube channel to help grow it, but it's really going to take an army of us to spread the information and awareness about the sport of Strongman. It even also starts with the world's strongest teenager right there, Big Ev. So hey, hopefully it's going to continue to grow, and sometime in the near future we'll have like an Americanized version of Giants Live here in America, just like we already have the Giants Live here in the UK. So hopefully America's going to be right behind the UK and Europe pretty soon.
Yep. Hopefully we've been putting out some pretty decent athletes in the past couple of years, and North America has been putting, because North America has Mitchell Hooper, who is Canadian, but he's still a North American,
Yeah, he's still a North American, so, I mean, definitely close.
Yeah, and then we have Evan Singleton, too, who is...
Oh, yeah. Also, like, with those American World Strongest Man competitors, that's really going to definitely help grow the sport, for sure. And also, you want to hear a crazy fact about Strongman? Even though this sport right here was created here in America, it actually became way more popular in Europe because of some of the European cultures, the Scandinavian cultures, where strength is really popular over there, and that's pretty much the reason behind it. But we're actually trying to make strength a popularity here in America, where the sport of Strongman is going to grow, and hopefully make it mainstream like the NFL, just like I've already mentioned a couple minutes ago. So now move forward to the next question. Why do you like Strongman?
I like Strongman because it's a very objective sport, which for me, it's very single person based. It's single goals, because if I do badly, I'm not doing badly for my team. I'm doing badly for myself, which is it's still bad, but I don't feel the guilt of messing with everybody else on the team. And I love it because it's very objective. This guy pulled 700, this other guy pulled 800, the guy who pulled 800 won. It just is how it is. And some other sports aren't quite that as objective, and I just don't like that.
Right. And also, like, speaking of objection, or objectiveness, Strongman is like both objective and accepting at the same time. We accept everyone from all different athletic backgrounds, or all backgrounds of any kind, and also like all levels too. Whoever wants to compete in the sport of Strongman, it's not just a sport, it's the community that is so welcoming, where it actually like makes people feel welcome to want to try some of the events. And if they really want to try it for sure, yeah, then we'll definitely like make sure they're 100% like ready to go to actually enter the sport. But we're also like very super supportive of it as well. But we also like weed out like the bad apples as well.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, and also moving forward to like, you know, Strongman being an individualized sport, it's actually not just an individualized sport, but it's also a team sport as well. Like there's Team UK, Team USA. I mean, in most competitions, yes, it is an individualized sport, but the way how Strongman organizes everything, it could be both an individualized sport and a team sport at the same time. And most sports aren't like that at all. I mean, just like track and field, it could be a team sport and an individual sport. Well, same thing with Strongman. And if I can compare Strongman, it's like a mixture of like powerlifting, football with no contact, and track and field. Or you could say it's like a mixture of powerlifting and track and field put together. And some others would say it's like a mixture of powerlifting and CrossFit, but except we don't go on like a mile runs. We just sprint really fast in a very short distance with maneuvering heavy weight. And that's just what Strongman pretty much is. But you know, U.S. Army dude, back in the first interview, he actually called Strongman as like the grizzly version of CrossFit. But anyway, so moving on to the next question, and actually perhaps the most important question of this interview: where would you like to see the sport of Strongman in the next 5, 10, or 20 years from now?
Next 5, 10, 20 years, I want to see Strongman grow in America, especially in Texas. I feel like the community in Texas would very much enjoy a sport like Strongman. But yeah, I just want to see it grow within America, and I also want to see more people who feel like they don't belong in a sport like Strongman trying Strongman out. More women in the sport, just more people who feel like they don't belong in it, just trying it out and doing it.
Yeah, and just see if you really like it or not. And actually about half the people who never even like heard of Strongman that actually end up trying some of the Strongman workouts end up falling in love with it. And some of them actually became a Strongman athlete because of it, which is actually pretty awesome. But you remember Philly, he was actually like was thinking about Strongman before he actually came out here to Texas. And once he tried his very first Strongman Saturday, he actually ended up falling in love with it. And I am so honored to have him as one of our training partners to compete and participate with us, which is pretty awesome. And half the people who actually came here who never heard of Strongman end up falling in love with it because of the physicality and the strength and the conditioning mixed with it. And it works perfect in all areas. And that's what we all need to be in good overall shape, with strength, conditioning, agility, everything. And Strongman is like all the above. And if you think about it, it's like track and field with heavy ass weight. Or you could just say grizzly version of CrossFit, whatever you want to say, but I don't call it the grizzly version of CrossFit. But it does kind of make sense if you put that in perspective. So last question before I close off this interview: how did you get the name Big Ev?
Well, my name's Evan, and I'm a big dude, and I got the nickname Big Ev.
There you go.
After Sherman, my first Strongman Saturday after Sherman, Dylan, walked up to me and said, your new nickname is Big Ev.
I don't know, I just gave you that name because I feel like it best suits you, like as far as personality, your looks, your strength. And also Big Ev, it could be like a both young name and an experienced name at the same time. And I feel like it's a type of name that never gets old, but also just can suit you, like as far as your overall personality, your strength, your persona, and everything. That's pretty much why I gave you the name. But whoever like does well in the strongman community, no matter where you are, you usually earn a strongman name based on like how well you do or how destructive you can be. One of the two. But we also like give anyone a strongman name based on personality as well, not just on overall performance. But anyway, is there anything else you want to say or any last words before I close off this interview?
No, sir.
All right. Well, hey, just keep kicking ass. Just keep eating your steak, chicken, rice, and just eat plenty of good food. Get plenty of rest. And you'll grow and continue to grow and get stronger, even though you're already big as hell. At 16, go on to 17, and also as strong as you are, which is really impressive stuff. I'm really looking forward to seeing like how well you can do in this sport in the near future. So hey, best of luck, brother. Best of luck for the next 2 weeks, and also best of luck in all of your endeavors, and also in the near future in the sport strongman.